Hey Soul Family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're taking a look at what is destined to happen next for you. We're going to be taking this information from your Akashic records, and I wanted to make a little change today. I wanted to allow you to pick your pile using your birth date. And so if you were born from the 1st to the 10th, this will be your pile. The first pile will be your pile. If you're born from the 11th to the 20th, the second pile will be your pile. And if you're born from the 21st to the 31st, this will be, the third pile will be your pile. If you, of course, prefer to pick your piles using your intuition, or maybe you like doing both, I will pull out your cards for each pile in a moment so that you can enjoy doing that as well. So for pile number 1, you've got Jasmine. For pile number 2, you've got Poppy. And for pile number 3, you've got Mustard. So it's mainly today about picking your pile using your birth date, but I'm just providing the cards in case you want to use your intuition. And as always, my dear soul family, I truly hope you would enjoy your reading. You will find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your timestamps and I will see you in your readings. Hey pile number 1, welcome to your reading. Today we're taking a look at what is destined to happen in your life next by tuning into your Akashic records. Your significator card is the Jasmine card, and most of you, if not all, have picked your pile using your birth date, and this pile is from the 1st to the 10th. Welcome to your reading. These are the decks that we will be using today. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them in the description box. Right, today I'm not going to be using any oracle cards except, of course, for the significator card on the far left. And I'm just going to be using your tarot cards to get this information and what's allowed, of course, for you. Okay, so let's get straight into it. One of them will be your main deck and the other one will be your clarifying deck. Okay, so my dear pile number 1, what is destined to happen next in your life? You've got the Judgment card. You've got the 4 of Pentacles. The Temperance card. The Moon card. An extra card in this deck called Good Company, a company of falcons. So I'll keep this up a little bit. You've got the King of Pentacles, and let's pull one more card. I feel this one sticking out, so let's take that. And you've got the Page of Pentacles, a sign of good luck given in token. Love this card for you. All right, before we begin your reading, let's pull out your clarifying cards. What is destined to happen next for you? So you've got the Lover's card, the Emperor, the Queen of Cups, the 8 of Cups. I'll leave this one as an extra card. I'll clarify the King of Cups, the High Priestess, as well as the Fool card. We've got the Fool figure here. Right, so what is destined to happen next? given the extra card here, it looks like you're going to be enjoying. One of the things that are going to happen next is that you are going to enjoy the good company of someone in your life. I can tell you that you're going to be feeling like your senses are engaged next. Like life feels good. You're doing a lot of exciting things. You are dressing up nicely, putting on perfume. Like there's more about engagement of the senses up next, because you've got the jasmine, and the jasmine releases this beautiful scent in the evening that's so good. So this is where I'm getting the idea of engaging the senses up next. So let's explore it part by part. Here it talks about you being like meeting a group of people or being a part of a community up next, flocking together. You all understand each other. But amongst this group of people, one stands out. And we can see it here. For most of you, this resonates. This seems to be a new lover appearing in your life. It looks like there's something about free will here. Both of you choosing to be together. Because it does say here in the Judgment card, it is neither law nor can be, I suppose. So it's like you're not tied together because you have to. I don't know why you're getting that, but I'll try to get clarification. You're not tied together, but you're choosing to. Something like that. Like you don't have to do something, but you're still choosing to. And it's, to be honest, a little weird. You're using your judgment. Both of you are like, we don't have to do that, but we want to do that. Are you like going to be getting questions about, are you doing this for that? Are you like together for this? And you're like, no. Oh, actually thinking about it, it could be a form of, oh, are you with this person because they're rich, or are you with this person because they're pretty? Are you this? Are you that? Somehow you're getting questions, and you're like, no. I mean, we don't need anything from each other, but we want to be together. So let's clarify on this energy before we move. This could be, by the way, this is your reading too. It doesn't have to be love. It could be just a special partner, someone that you're going to choose to partner with for one reason or the other. And you've got others questioning your motives, it seems. But you're using your good judgment, and you know why you want to team up together. So why are there questions arising, and why are you choosing? The Lover's card is a card of choice. Why are you choosing? You don't have to, but why is this a choice in the first place? What is the issue or challenge? What is the situation here? So you've got the Magician. For some of you, maybe you have a family together. It's very specific. I understand it's not going to resonate with everyone. Maybe you already have a family and you're choosing to come back together. And so everyone's like, oh, are you getting back together for the children, for example? And you're like, no, we actually want to come back together. That's not the only energy here, obviously, but it is one of the things I didn't think about that's there. Let's look at the different options we have. You've got the Nine of Swords in the background of the Nine of Wands, and you've got the Nine of Cups, figure 999. You've got the Judgment card. Something is awakening. So this could be an ex, and everyone is questioning you, but you're getting back not because of the memories. You're getting back because you want to get back together. So that's the Judgment. Revival of something. Yes, revival of something old. For some of you, this is in case you both want to. it's a choice, remember? And you've got the Eight of Swords in the background of the Eight of Wands. Maybe there's a little bit of closed-mindedness with the Eight of Swords about the type of connection that you have. Like, to you, this is absolutely amazing. Maybe some type of people are like judging. Why are you together? Maybe there's a difference in culture, difference in age, difference in beliefs, political views, I don't know. But to other people, they're like, but why? To you, this is like, because we want to, I suppose. Here, this could be both of you having a wrong idea about each other previously, like thinking that you stress each other, or you are hard to deal with when it comes to dealing with each other, only to find that you really enjoy your connection. So you've got people questioning you around you. Are you like together to avoid this, to avoid that? Are you afraid of them? Are you this? And you're like, no, we genuinely like each other's company. So you see, I don't know exactly how it's going to manifest in your life, but you can definitely see that there is something controversial about the two of you. And you've got a lot of people judging and questioning this connection in the beginning. But both of you really don't care. You're really enjoying your connection very much. And it's a new spark that's happening between the two of you. You're not stuck. You really are choosing to be together. So we'll find out how this is destined to happen and what's going to actually happen here when it's due time. But you will enjoy, that's the significator card, you will enjoy this connection very much, as well as the connection of others as well. Now, as you can see, fortune heapeth too much upon a man. You've got the Four of Pentacles, 4, 4. The numerology is pretty strong in your reading, I must say. So again, talking about destiny, up next, it is destined for you to amass a lot of fortune. It's just going to be pouring down on you. And this is new for you with the Fool card sitting on the Emperor. Maybe you just started something out, or maybe you're new to this fortunate, rich world. But in any case, you're feeling very good. I feel like this energy of being rich in a big position all of a sudden, and having to suddenly change characters, go, yeah, yes, of course, let me pass. And then you're like, whoa, what's going on? This definitely gives me this sort of energy. It's so sweet. Again, you're going to be enjoying very much the senses. You're gonna love what this type of fortune gives you, the type of experiences that it's gonna give you. I see with the Four of Pentacles, specifically, it could have been many other cards, could have been the Queen of Pentacles, but here, or the Nine of Pentacles, I see that you are saving. You're very wise. Again, although you're new to this with the Fool card, you're dealing with your money very responsibly, or your wealth very responsibly. But at the same time, there's a balance here of you also enjoying life. You might also be enjoying it with your pet. So sweet. Or at least with your loved ones, the loyal people in your life. But you're very hopeful and very optimistic about this new beginning. And you have a lot of good feelings, positive feelings about what you can do with this type of power and wealth. Okay, so the third thing that I see happening is that you will be carrying two important things that are very dear to you. They kinda either oppose each other, or at least are very different in nature. It says carry fire in the one hand and water in the other. So I see you traversing through life, or going through life, up next, carrying two very important things to you. Each one provides you with a different energy that is very important to you. You are the one allowing for this to happen because you love both of these two energies. And while sometimes it may feel like it's too much to carry, sometimes you will feel like each one requires from you a different type of action, responsibility, way of handling, but you're very happy. You feel, if asked, you would say, oh my God, I am so lucky to have these two things in my life. So what's going on here? What are you carrying that you love so much? Thank you. I feel like we're getting some cards. 1, 2, 3, and 4, as well as 5 and 6. If they're 6, we'll divide them into 2 parts. So first part, on the one hand, you've got the 7 of Swords, the 9 of Wands. Ooh, this one's coming as a surprise. It's a new beginning. So this hasn't appeared yet. One of them hasn't appeared yet in your life and is gonna come unexpected. It's gonna start right away once you are offered that, or at least once you realize it's beginning. This is something that you wouldn't think can happen in your wildest dreams. But at the same time, you feel so tempted to pick it up, to begin it right away, because you will feel something so divine about it. It's gonna make you feel like, oh my God, I'm the only one that can do that. And this beginning, this exciting new beginning, although it is some form of wish fulfillment, something that you can't believe happened in your life, because that's the background of the 9 of Pentacles. It fulfills you in so many ways, including materialistically, by the way. It's your dream come true. But with the 9 of Wands, it's going to require you to persevere, although you're already going through a lot, which is what this part shows us. If you are already going through a lot and you have to persevere even more, this means that this is talking about the first thing that you're carrying at the moment. So what are you carrying at the moment? The Ace of Pentacles. You're carrying an awesome opportunity in your life, something that you respect because you see it as a great opportunity. Strength card. And although it is a great opportunity, like I've seen here, it requires so much strength from you to keep and honor this opportunity. It's like, it's very painful, and the legs, maybe it's not allowing you to move a lot. It's it has a strong grasp on you, is what I can say. It has a strong grasp on you. It's not making you feel as flexible as you would like, maybe not even at all to a great extent. But nonetheless, to you, this is a great opportunity that you are genuinely honoring. And it's growing with this 8 of Cups in the background of the 8 of Pentacles. You don't want to leave it before you've reached a certain mastery level. Are these your studies? Maybe. But you're not leaving there anytime soon. You will only leave when you've reached a certain level, a certain mastery level that you have in mind. So that's staying. And so you can see why the conflict here, because you're already tired, you're already enduring a lot of pain. It's already tight, right? Maybe these are tight deadlines that have a huge grasp on you. But at the same time, look at this magical world here. Look at this divine opportunity. And you just know, something within you knows that you are the only one that can do this in the way imagined. So, like, you are the one here. So these are the two energies that you will be handling. Like I said, with the Queen of Cups, if you were asked to leave one of them, you would say, no, never. I love both of them. I'm not letting go of one or the other. Ah, there's your deck. Right, I'm gonna put this back and I'll be back. Okay. Another thing I see up next, destined to happen next for you, is that you are meant to leave a place. Both of these are in the night. That's the Moon card. That is the Eight of Cups, leaving. So I feel like maybe a place a person, a situation, most likely a situation has become too dark that you decided to let it go and leave. And you're following your intuition here. You feel like it's getting dark. If I stay longer, it might get too dark. I might lose my way. I think that is the right time for me to leave. From the Moon knowledge, I feel this is actually talking more about your intuition. Your intuition and maybe some knowledge that you've gotten about the situation together are concluding that it looks like it's going to get much darker up ahead. And for you to protect yourself, your safety, you're deciding to leave this situation altogether. Perhaps you were invested in the past into trying to fix it. Maybe you had a lot of hope towards it. But now you're like, no, I think it's best, in my own judgment, to leave, because it looks like, from the looks of things, it is appearing from the looks of everything that it's going to get darker, and I better leave. And I actually do see you leaving a place up next. This is actually good news, because you see all the pentacles on the path. Maybe you've left some advantages behind before this river too. Maybe you've left some advantages behind, but on the path you're going into, you will find a lot of abundance and opportunities that you're not even thinking about. Here and there and everywhere, you will find them scattered everywhere, almost like opportunities are for free. You're gonna wonder, my God, where are all these opportunities coming from? They're gonna be so much of these opportunities that you're gonna start being picky. I don't know. I think I'm gonna take this. I think I'm gonna take that. Oh, these ones may need more effort. Is it worth putting in that effort? I don't think so. I think this one's easier, you know? So much opportunities scattered around everywhere. And you're going to get used to and maybe even feel spoiled with the amount of opportunities that you're going to be finding on your path. But one thing's for sure, you're deciding to leave something. And just like jasmine brings out its scent in the night, you have a good feeling about this move, about you leaving. You feel that it's best to follow your intuition there, and you feel like you're going to find great things that you will enjoy. Okay, so let's get more information about this leaving, just like 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. You might be able to identify what it is that you're leaving behind. So you've got the 5 of Pentacles, the 2 of Swords. It was painful where you are. It's easy to identify because it is something that brought you a lot of pain, and it prevented you from being able to see things like the truth, because this is the background of the 2 of Wands. To see ahead, to see the truth, to be able to weigh out what's right maybe from what's wrong, discern what the right thing to do is. It really confused you for sure. And it kept a lot of truth, maybe even progress or actions that you could have taken that you did not see from you. And you've got the Page of Swords. something shattered here. It caused something valuable to shatter in your life greatly, and you've spent a long time trying to pick up the pieces together and make sense out of everything, trying to build back what was shattered piece by piece. And that shattering could even have been yourself, who knows? There's bleeding here. So you maybe for a while you had to put the pieces back together to find yourself. Maybe it was loss of money, so you had to work from the ground up again, trying to put the pieces to build your wealth or make ends meet. It was a painful experience where you were, for sure. But somehow you were able to find yourself again with the Page of Swords. Find yourself, find the truth, find what you're looking for. You are at least on the level of feeling revived again, feeling like you can start anew, and feeling like you've made sense out of most things. Maybe you're not at the expert level yet at all, but you were able to pick the pieces back up again, find the truth, understand so much about the situation that you did not even know before, and learned some valuable lessons that you will be holding on your path ahead moving forward. So that is what I see with this here. And speaking of moving forward, up next, as I told you, one of the highlights is that you will be meeting a group of people, a good company that you will love your time with. Okay. Let's take a look at the next part. We still have 2 parts here in terms of what's destined. Before we go there, I just want to quickly ask, how are you going to meet this good company? Shouldn't we ask that? So we've got 2 cards, and I feel very drawn to this one. We've got 3 cards. Where are you going to meet this great group of people? So you've got the Moon card. Again, we're talking about the path. You're going to meet this group of people as you move into your new path here. During this move or because of this move. You've got the King of Swords. You are going to find that this is a strong, because this is the King of Wands, the background here of the King of Wands. This is a group of people who are strong and intelligent, or at least their beliefs, their interests, their conversations very much interests you. Intelligent, powerful group of people that you will really love. Yeah. Ooh, look at that. The Hanged Man and the Empress. Well, something about this group of people is that they will always lead you to the type of abundance that is missing in your life. Could it be that it is this group of people that's going to help you find this person, this best friend, or this lover, find this abundance because you're like, there's a lot of money coming in. What else? All the different types of things that have been on hold in your life, this group of people is going to help you with. So how are you going to meet them? All that I can see is that they are on your path. There's no way you're going to miss them. They're just part of your path. It's meant to be. And the first thing that will connect all of you together is that you're very similar in terms of your thoughts and beliefs and your interests as well. So yeah, that's what we can see regarding this good company. Love that for you. And let's get to the next part. The stars show to the kings the way to follow. Oh, thanks. Okay. I was just reflecting on it. But before I look at the cards destined for this part, which I'm very thankful for, I want to try to understand what this is saying. King of Pentacles. And you've got the High Priestess here, but you've got the Chariot sitting in the High Priestess and breaking the wheel. This actually goes very much in alignment with Jasmine. You will be led to a powerful person with the King of Pentacles. How are you going to get there? It's something about you using your senses, smelling something good, asking questions, going, it smells good. What is that? Maybe with the High Priestess, it's your intuition, as well as you moving towards it, maybe through asking questions. But I see you charging towards it. You're the one who's charging towards this because, see, the stars are guiding you. It's almost like the universe is dangling a carrot. So something about your curiosity, your love of what someone is doing or what's being presented or what's out there, that will push you to ask a question or enter or spark up a conversation, maybe, because these two cards are, speaking of which, are so aligned. I think they're together. They could be different events, but they're very much together. Maybe one thing leads to two fated things or destined things, because although it says here the stars show to the kings the way to follow, here as well it is saying a sign of good luck given in token. So what's common, about these two cards is that you're shown signs, you're shown the way. And I think here, this is you sensing something. It is in the form of you sensing something. Your curiosity takes you there. And a new beginning happens with the Fool card. A new, abundant beginning. Full of love, luxury, love, nurture, luxury, and health. Now this is another ball game. Page of Pentacles, the Fool, this is a new beginning. But this one is on another level than everything else. It feels like an elevated experience that you're going to begin here. And this one is definitely destined and fated. It's like your soul has arrived and sat down. Oh, we finally made it there. I feel like to you, you're feeling like you're in Wonderland. Wonderland, your soul, your guides, everyone, your higher self, everyone's like, we made it. Pile number 1 picked up on the signs. Like once you sit down, you've got everyone up there in the universe sitting down. Nobody. I'm just like playing it out as a movie. It's not exactly like that, obviously, but everyone's like, now we start the play. So now it begins. So let's get more details on that exactly. You've got the Knight of Wands, the Ace of Wands, the Page of Swords, as well as the Queen of Pentacles. So what happens there? Where you're destined to go. Do you see here? This experience has gotten you ready for this one with the Page of Swords, for this grand one here. So you're moving out, you're on your path. Yes, on the way you meet a group of wonderful people, but then when you reach this destination, wherever your guides are taking you, you break the wheel and you sit. You're like, I'm sitting here and I'm not budging anywhere else. This is exactly where I want to be in my life. Where was it all this time? So what is this place, new place that you're going? It's a fast-moving space, full of abundance and potential. The potential will depend on you, just how much you do, how much you're using your creativity, your mind, your experience, your curiosity, how much passion you have. It all depends on you. The more you give it, the more it's going to give you. But one thing's for sure, it seems like you're going to be observed or seen as a star there. You're going to be, in fact, seen as a very attractive person. And by attractive, it doesn't have to be looks. It could be, depending on what this is. In fact, the Empress is very beautiful. So you're seen as very attractive. It could mean, for some of you, lucrative. But you're definitely a star there in this new place. In this amazing new place. And you will be, again, wow, I love, maybe that's what it's explaining here. The path with the pentacles. You'll be a star there, and you will have a lot of abundance there. You'll be creating a lot of abundance for yourself there. Abundance again. It's the beginning of great abundance. Maybe this is what we're seeing here. And through this experience, you will feel like you've created the life that you've always wanted. So you'll be absolutely honored there. And through this place, you will genuinely start living the life of your dreams. And my dear pile number 1, this is exactly what I see for you as what is destined to happen in your life from your Akashic records. I truly hope you've enjoyed your reading. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 1, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi pile number 2, welcome to your reading. Today we're taking a look at what is destined to happen next in your life. These are the decks that I'll be using. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I've listed it down in the description box for you guys. Okay, so I'm not going to be using any oracle cards today. Only the significator card, obviously. But other than that, I will be using the first deck as your main deck to give us the information from your Akashic records regarding what is destined to happen next, and then I'll be using this deck as your clarification to the main deck. So if you've picked this pile, then you were either drawn to the poppy flower, or for most of you, you've picked it because your birthday is between the 11th and the 20th. So welcome to your reading, guys. Let's get straight into it and see what is destined to happen next for you. So you've got the Temperance card. The 8 of Pentacles. You've got the 10 of Swords. The 5 of Swords. You've got the Death card. As well as the 10 of Pentacles. Let's now pull out your clarification cards. We've got some here already. So you've got the 2 of Pentacles. Ah, look at that. Does make sense, doesn't it? Okay. You've got the 2 of Wands. The King of Wands. This one moved. You've got the King of Cups. Very interesting, because this is the seat of the King of Cups. This is the seat of the King of Pentacles. Okay, you've got Really? 3 kings? Checkmate. I'm just kidding, but you can see a lot of power up next. So you're going to feel very powerful, because if you notice the cards here, 10 of Swords, 5 of Swords, Death card, the clarification is showing, in fact, that you're going to have a lot of power in many areas that were bringing a lot of pain to you. And in fact, these cards are actually showing us this energy. Very nice to see. Let's pull out this card. You've got the Devil card, and you've got the Hierophant in the Devil card. Lovely. Okay, so let's get straight into it, my dear pile number 2, and get into the details of what you can expect next in your life. The first thing I'm noticing with your significator card, the poppy flowers, I believe that this is going to be a great time of rest moving forward. It's destined that you relax. Perhaps you've gone through a lot. Perhaps, I think your cards are showing it very clearly. You've been through a lot. It almost feels with these cards that you've been through hell and back, metaphorically speaking. So it's been hard. Now is the time. Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down. And as the pendulum of life swings and oscillates back and forth, you experience one sort of energy, and then you go back to experiencing another. And that is the time, my dear pile number 2, where you're meant to experience serenity, tranquility, calmness, and beauty of life. It's just like the effect that we get from opium. Not we, but when the doctors, what is it called? When the doctors give it to the patients. I say opium because the poppy flower is known to contain opium. We extract opium from poppy flowers. So from there, we understand that it's a time of feeling high in life, feeling happy, feeling good about life. So one of the very things that I see, and we're of course going to clarify anything that we don't have a lot of details for, but here you can see that your hands were very much tied to taking a certain decision or moving in a specific direction. I feel like you didn't have much choices or no choice at all. You were very much, you had to endure a situation as it was because you didn't have a choice. And you can see fluidity here with the Temperance card. You're finding back your balance. You have many options with the rainbow colors. You're feeling great, and you're feeling like you can take it as high or as low as you want. It's total freedom now. So let's explore that energy. What is it that you didn't have a choice about? Why were your hands tied regarding an aspect of your life? What is this aspect? Why were your hands tied? So yes, you couldn't do anything about it. You've got the Hierophant, the Two of Cups, and the cup fell. Do you see? There's a cup that fell, a cup that fell. Is it someone breaking their promise? Maybe. Is this commitment? You were committed to someone who dropped their commitment. And the Judgment card, you're finally reviving from that energy. Do you see how the angel is stoned here? By the way, this is the angel of the Temperance card, showing you or showing us that in this situation, you just didn't have a choice. And with the Hierophant, it seems like it's something that could be legal or due to society having a huge frown in case you do anything else. So Hierophant could be like a marriage. Maybe you were stuck with someone. It was maybe things like reasons, like because of children, or you had to be tied to a specific job. Maybe you didn't have a choice because you had to make ends meet, something like that. And you kept your end of the bargain, of the deal. Someone here dropped their end, and despite them dropping their end of the agreement, you had to stay in place. So this feels like it's super unfair. Like you agreed on something with someone and you kept your part of the deal. They did not. but there's stoning, there's having the hands tied. I feel like you had to stay in place, you had no choice. So this is the energy that we see here. Like a promise was given, a word was given, and the word was broken, was dropped. So for a long time, because of that, something that was meant to work harmoniously did not. And you had to stay put, enduring it the way it was. Maybe you didn't have any options. They left the deal, or they didn't keep their end, and you felt like, well, what can I do about that? There's not much I can really do about them not keeping their word. Well, right now you're going to have a lot of options. That page of your life is ending. There's a revival of that energy. And in fact, with judgment, I would say there is karma being played. You are getting your rights back. Your energy is reviving. It's almost like it's your turn to feel great with that situation. But judgment here, first of all, makes me feel like there's an announcement. So perhaps this other person is paying their karma because there's awareness regarding it. Maybe, if this resonates with you. But in any case, there's an awakening of this situation. With judgment, I can't help but feel like a judgment day, you know, like it's a day where, in religions, of course, where whatever you've done, you're going to now pay for it. Is it time? You've done good, you go to heaven. You've done bad, you know. I'm not taking it from religion. I'm just showing you the aspects of the judgment card. It is, at the end of the day, depicted from religion, the angel of judgment. So there seems to be an aspect of everyone now getting their rights. You now have all of the options. You feel free, you feel balanced, you feel color coming back to life after the color went away, the sadness went away. It's a time where everybody is paying for their karma. That's what I see here. Okay, so yeah, you can now expect that you're not going to feel weak, you're not going to feel debilitated, you're not going to feel like you don't have any options. Now things are starting to flow. You've got many options with regards to this situation. You're free, you're manifesting. Okay, so that's the first thing you can expect next, my dear pile number 2. The second thing you can expect next, as we take a look at the energy of your Akashic records, and you can see Hanuman here. Well, at least I see it as the Hindu god Hanuman in the Eight of Pentacles. In my opinion, being in the Eight of Pentacles is a perfect placement, because the god Hanuman is known as the god of devotion, self-discipline, absolutely. But devotion and self-discipline, because of his love. There is this infamous story where he was asked, how much are you devoted to the god Rama? And he opened his chest to show how much he lives in his heart. So this is all saying, in my opinion, with the Eight of Pentacles, that you've been working very hard towards something. You've been very devoted, super self-disciplined, and you're reaching mastery level with the Eight of Pentacles. Now, with the Two of Wands, but these are the figures of the Two of Cups, by the way, you can see that things are going to start moving for you because of that hard work, devotion, and discipline, as well as the mastery that you're reaching here. So we can see in your Akashic records that there's like something moving. Something started to move towards that thing that you really love and care about. There's something in your heart that is the reason you're working so hard. So it looks like you didn't have access to it before. Now things are starting to shift with the Two of Wands. Things are starting to work, reciprocate with the Two of Cups. It was blocked for so long But now you're seeing that it wasn't blocked. It was just this way that you were thinking about going about it. The obvious way you kept looking at was blocked. But look at the arms. It's giving, go to the left. Here, the figure is now not looking straight at us anymore. The figure is looking to the left. So there's something about you starting to realize the plan for the universe, what the universe had for you all along. And so it does look like it's destined that next you're going to start seeing that the universe is shifting this great desire in another direction that was much better for you than the one you were trying to do all along. That vision in your heart is going to now start working. So you're going to see a lot of progress in that area, whereas before maybe you didn't see it. Now is the time where you're going to see that energy shift and a new path being formed with the Two of Wands. You're going to be able to see now the full picture of why things happened the way they did. Why were you so devoted and yet it wasn't clear? Perhaps there was confusion there of why it was so blocked, but you never let it go. It was always inside of your heart. Now, at least up next, you're starting to see the direction that the universe is taking you. You're like, oh, so that's where we're going. Let's get some more clarification on that from your cards. So what's happening with this redirection? Let's call it redirection. So this is a phase in your life where there is a redirection. Everything's starting to make sense. So you've got the Six of Wands. See, this is the background of the Six of Swords. Now is shifting to calmer waters. There's a transition now. Exactly what we're seeing here. A transition towards success. You can see, oh my God, I get it. This is the path to success. Yes, I get what's going on here. Isn't this a brilliant way to go about it? I'm happy this actually happened. I did not see this one coming. So the plan starts to appear before you. King of Pentacles. And you might even start getting money for it if this has to do with your job. If it's not the King of Pentacles, you're going to start getting solid, powerful steps, results. If this is money because of it. So things start happening. Things start working. And you start to understand the vision all along of what was actually meant to happen. The Seven of Swords. This is talking about how you did not see this one coming, because that's the background of the Seven of Cups. There's one of the cups, there's this ghost. So you did not see this option. You were looking at all the different options. Okay, should I do this? Should I do that? Should I do this? And then appears an option where you understand, oh my God, that's the one for me. That's the one I'm meant to pick up. You will understand that the universe is speaking directly to you with this shift, with whatever transition is about to happen here. And you're really going to connect and understand that this is your path, no doubt about it, and why things happened the way they did. And there's something about only you can do it with Arthur's sword. Something like a competitive advantage that you will have. How you have that skill. Right. So now we understand. Another thing I'm noticing, how this is the king. You've got all of the kings on the table. The amount of power you are destined to have next is unprecedented. It's unbelievable. It's unfathomable. So yes, we know here you're now moving towards success, and it's leading to some form of great abundance, whatever that means in your situation that you are working towards here. But let's look at the middle section, because it seems like they're very much connected. The amount of kings that popped out, it can't be a coincidence, especially that we've been seeing heavy energy, 10 of Swords, 5 of Swords, Death card. By the way, they, in their own way, definitely mean positive things. Let me show you. The 10 of Swords is the end of horrible pain. It's the end of, like, you've gone through the worst, and that's the pinnacle of it, and that is the end. So the 10 of Swords shows us that that pain is finished. It's finishing up. It's wrapping up. So you're finally going to bury this pain, say its last goodbye, wave your goodbyes, and leave. You're leaving the source of pain behind. 5 of Swords is a card of either winning or losing, right? So I feel like your energy is shifting. See the 3 heads? Your energy is shifting. Perhaps you used to lose a lot in some aspect, and now you're walking up confidently, and you're about to shake up off that energy and start winning at life. The Death card is a card of transformation. Something is ending, and this energy is transforming into something else completely. And the clarification cards show us the 4 kings. And even without me putting this card, the 4 kings have shown up here. This is the King of Wands in the background of the King of Cups. This is the King of Cups in the background of the King of Pentacles. And this is the King of Swords in the background of the King of Wands. The King of Wands has the biggest energy here because it's showing up twice. And so, oh wait, hold up. This is the King of Swords. The King of Wands and the King of Swords are showing up twice. These are our 2 powerful kings. So it looks like up next you have the full power in your life in all aspects to have control over whatever is important for you. Do you need resources? You're going to have that. Do you need the power to do what you want? You're going to have that. Do you need the knowledge, the mindset, the information, the clarity of mind, the intelligence to do what you need, the self-discipline to do what you need? That's there. Do you have the power to make your dreams come true, to make the important and dear things in your life happen? Yes, you're going to have that power. You're going to have emotional stability, mental clarity. You're going to have strength, and you're going to have resources. And with all of these power at their full strength, you will be able to achieve the very things that you want. Didn't I tell you this is like oscillating from very tough, difficult times to very beautiful, blessed times? And so you are entering that phase of your life where once you felt like you lost control, you were losing, you didn't know what to do, you felt like you're nearly lost everything. Now you're moving into a time where you feel like you have it all. You have everything that you want, and you've got the power to make it happen. And so although we have an idea here a little bit, let's now explore the details of this part of your reading, because it seems like it's the most important part that is taking up most of the space. So let's pull out your tarot deck and get clarification on how all of this is going to happen. How are you going to have the power now? What's the story? What can you expect next to do what you want? So you've got the 4 of Swords in the background of the 4 of Wands. First of all, you must know that energetically, it is destined for you as your time to rest, which we know, recuperate and grow. Because just like our muscles, it needs time to rest for it to grow. It's not just in the exercise. And so while in the tough times, there were many things that happened that taught you a lot, and they were necessary to happen for us to learn. But on the other side, the learning doesn't stop. And so at least know, understanding what's going on energetically, now it's oscillating to the other side. It's a time for you to rest. That's important on your spiritual journey, because during that time, the learnings settle in. The things you've understood, picked up, the skills that you are trying to train yourself to apply need that rest time so that you can be able to let it sink in and use it to your favor. So energetically, it's just that time. So that's why, first of all, let's put the rest of the cards down and explore. So you've got the Seven of Wands, the Chariot. Oh, you're going to be very happy during that time. So happy. You want to be careful not to overindulge. So you have the Nine of Cups. Just as there's advice on this side, there's always guidance on the other side of not overindulging. Right. So you've got the Five of Wands. And finally, you've got the Tower card. Now we're checking to see how are these forms of power, like it's almost like the battery suddenly went whoop, 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 charged in all areas of your life. So how is that happening? At least in the 3D in your life, to make sense of it all. First of all, while you've gotten used to these types of challenges, this is the background of the Seven of Pentacles. This means that while you were waiting and got used to these type of challenges, what you haven't been seeing is that there are many things that have been in your life happening behind the scenes that you weren't noticing. Because I see here roots forming, some leaves popping up and growing here and there. Perhaps you haven't noticed it, but these are growing. And so this means that there are actually many developments that have been happening in so many areas, in the 4 areas. It's just that you haven't noticed them. You've gotten used to the status quo for so long. Perhaps you've labeled them as these challenges. Perhaps one's got to live like that, but they've been developing these 4 areas for so long. And you're going to be rather surprised to see when major changes start to happen in these areas. When they start to happen, initially you're going to be very surprised, but then it's going to make sense. You're going to go, oh, where did these come from? Oh, these roots must have been growing. This must have opened up and I didn't see it. This must have this must have that. Oh my God, I didn't notice all of these things were changing. This does make sense. It is, however, very startling or impressive surprising how all of them just started working and happening at the same time. Lovely. So that's the first way you're going to see this, how this is happening. Second of all, there is movement. You're going to start to see yourself move, which you weren't able to before. So what does this move mean to you? Were you trying to get somewhere and you couldn't get there? Is it actually talking about the Chariot as in physically not being able to move from one place to another? Is it like visa? Is it like expensive transportation to go somewhere? Is it a move from a place to another? Is it you trying to find another job, for example? I'm not sure, but there is a move because this star figure is now starting to pour the water. The Chariot figures are drinking and they're ready. They're ready to move. So you're going to start noticing many movements starting to happen. Maybe you're going to get a car. Maybe you're going to travel. So these are signs. Traveling, a car, a bicycle, or maybe your landlord wants their house back or something and you have to go look for another one. There's a move. All I can tell you is that there is a move or a vehicle. Yeah. Or traveling, like boat, airplane, something like that. That's gonna be very significant in your path ahead. This move, this car, or riding an airplane, or boat trip, or a move in general, an actual move. And then a huge wish. That's the biggest thing here. A huge wish is going to start coming true. And I think these cards are clarifying the Nine of Cups. In the beginning, it is going to feel so good. I see you overindulging in this wish. Like you've wanted it for so long that when it happened, you can't think of anything else. You can't, you don't want to like engage or enjoy anything else. You're like, can I have more of this? Yes. Can I have more? Yes, yes, yes. And you're just enjoying it. It's like that beginning period when you get to have something so good and you're so in it, so indulged in it, and enjoying that dream to the fullest. So how is this dream going to happen? This is the Five of Wands in the background of the Five of Swords. We have an idea here about the Five of Swords. You're shaking off energy and you're starting to win. And you've got the Tower card pushing out the figures from the World card. So an end of a chapter is instantly pushed out of your life. That's what's going on. You will be surprised to see that a status quo, you live your world the way it is regularly. Like you go to work, you do this, you live there, you do this in the afternoon, this, that, and the other. Suddenly, bam, your whole world goes out the window. And it, in an instant, changes completely. And there's a huge shift in energy because in the old world, the story was, or the tools that you had, the options that you had, the energy surrounding you made you feel like you were beaten down. But now a boat is starting to form. Movement is starting to form. And the energy around you is absolutely changing from feeling debilitated, weak, like there's a much in your hands to do, to the energy of feeling strong, competitive. I don't want to say like you're not competing against others. You're like waiting for the challenge. You're like, oh, give it to me. I can finish this. Your energy is changing. You feel strong. You feel confident. You feel like you're ready to take on anything because of that shift in energy. So instant changes for sure. As this wish comes true, you feel invincible. You feel like your energy is awoken. You feel like you're ready to take on anything. You're like shaking off that old energy and you're like, I've got the power in my hands and I'm able to do what I want for myself. And there's definitely a move here because you see the charities like being pushed. It's like a move that almost you didn't decide, but totally to your favor. So that's what I see in this section, and you will see, you will have the power in every way to do what you want. That's just the shift of energies, as we can see in your Akashic records. This is that time of your life. Okay, now let's take a look at the final part. You've got the Ten of Pentacles, and that's very, very easy to see. This is a time up next where you're going to be abundant. Materialistically, I would say this is talking about you feeling abundant financially. You're going to have many things in your hands. You're going to own many things or have different, what is it called? Different income sources, or a lot of money in the bank, something like that, that will make you live not just happy, but with the Ten of Pentacles, having more than what you need even. This is locked in for you. I would say be careful, because remember, you keep getting don't overindulge, don't overindulge. At the end of the day, this is the Devil card. You'll have the key to unlocking all of your desires. You'll have the key to do what you want. Don't entrap yourself and your loved ones along the way by only following your desires, because this could lead you down a path where you're not looking at your shadow any longer. Don't let your shadow drive you, is all I can say. Be awoke and aware of having these as tools to make you stronger spiritually, and not as tools to keep you stuck in place. So be mindful, enjoy that energy. Do what you want with it. This is your life. Enjoy it. It's your time to enjoy. But always make sure that it's in alignment with your greater good. It's like, for example, spending, not to overspend to the point where you become attached to this money, or that it goes out of hand where you're not disciplined, or you lose this money, So that's just an example. Always make sure that you use all of this abundance as tools for your happiness and your greater good, and not as something that could hold you hostage later on. Like, indulge, especially in the beginning, understandable. But be careful not to get intoxicated by it, and not to get addicted. The Devil card, not to get addicted to it. So, my dear pile number 2, this is exactly what I see as what to expect next, what is destined, rather, to happen next in your life from your Akashic records. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 2, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at what is destined to happen next for you as we peek into your Akashic records. If you've picked your pile, your significator card is the mustard, and most of you have picked this pile because your birthday is between the 21st and the 31st. Welcome to your reading. These are the decks that I'll be using. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find them listed down in the description box. Okay, so I will be using this one as your main tarot deck, and I'll be using this deck as your clarification deck. Okay, so let's get straight into it. You've got the Queen of Swords. Yeah, right there. Okay. You've got the World card. Wow, okay. You've got the Queen of Pentacles. What a Queen of Pentacles. And you've got 2 queens. Wow. Okay, you've got the 4 of Pentacles. What does this 4 of Pentacles say? I'm so curious about this 4 of Pentacles. Are you like getting access to something? I've never checked this specific 4 of Pentacles. What does it say? Security, financial fortune, earnings, economic stability, profitable, real estate, investment. Guys, whoa. Profitable real estate investments. Your dream will make you feel fulfilled on a personal level. It's crazy how I felt called to reading this now. So nice. You've got, wow, the Ten of Pentacles. Looks like here money is the name of the game for you. Whoa. Okay. You've got the Devil card. And you've got Solve e Coagula on the arms here, which tells us a lot, actually. And you've got the Nine of Wands. Okay. You're entering new territory. There's so much going on here. I don't know where to begin. It looks to me where... Okay. Before I say my thoughts, I actually just got an idea. I want to read the Mustard card. I'm all over the place with your reading. There's so much to explore. Let's first be organized, pull out your clarification cards, and then we'll read the Mustard card and take it from there. Right, so you've got the Eight of Pentacles. Are there two things pulling at your energy, pulling your attention? Two paths, maybe? Anyways, you've got the Two of Swords. Yeah, it looks like it. You've got the Page of Wands. The Queen of Wands. The Page of Swords. Wow. You've got, apologies, the Queen of Pentacles, as well as the Moon card. Where do we begin? We are gonna begin with the Mustard card. 29. The Mustard. You've mastered the broad strokes. Now it's time to really get into the nitty-gritty of mustard's tiny seeds. Stop looking at the bigger picture, which is, the bigger picture is ending here for sure, do you see? Yes. Stop looking at the bigger picture and focus on the minutiae, whether it's a problem, a project, or a situation. Paying attention to the details will pay dividends. There's skill in being able to flesh out the intricacies of a situation. That is where you really flourish right now. So it looks like you have now built the foundation to something, the understanding to something. You've gotten the overview of something. It seems definitely like it. You're definitely gotten the idea, the overview of it. What you don't see coming, however, that it's now wrapping up this bigger picture. And I see that the direction is now moving towards looking at the intricate details, like looking at the little, the zooming in your path. So that's the first thing we're going to be seeing in your life up next. Something finally wrapping up. You've gotten the broad idea of it. Now you're going to start, I almost want to say now you're going to start playing the game. So first things first. It looks like in the past two things were pulling at your attention. You were trying to make a wise decision with the Queen of Swords. You sometimes went in that direction, and other times you went in another direction. At least they were competing against each other in terms of what is worthwhile to pursue. And I see you taking a decision now up next. Two powerful things were pulling at you. And I see you letting one go and finally moving towards the lucrative one with the coins on the card here. So you're leaving because now you know you've got many opportunities elsewhere. So maybe that pulling is you going back and forth, thinking, should I do this? But come on, I've worked so hard there. or should I do this, or should I do that? Perhaps you wanted to go somewhere or do something, but you didn't have the resources or the opportunities back then. Now you're going to be leaving something and moving towards having different options and different opportunities, let's call it. And I see that money will be scattered here and there and everywhere. And there will be many opportunities and finances on your path. So we can clearly see that one thing is ending. You now completed something that you were supposed to finish in your life. Maybe you were supposed to learn some things from it, or maybe gave you a lot of benefits. It's now ending at the end of the day. You put in this thing blood, sweat, and tears. No joke. You don't see yet that there is, right now as you're watching this reading, that there is another path being open for you, the one you're going to go on. But right now you're wrapping up, and very soon you'll find yourself leaving that chapter behind and going towards a more lucrative one. This lucrative one is so much more exciting with the Page of Wands. You're so excited and you're living the life. This Queen of Pentacles is the boss. You're traveling, you're making money, you maybe have a lot of people helping and assisting you, whether it's because they want to, or because of your status, or because of your position, or because of your wealth. Maybe you can pay others to help you now. But boy, you're starting a new adventure that is very exciting. Seeing the luggage, the hotel hallway, the world. Some of you may even be on the brink of traveling the world. It's there anyway. I can see it in the cards. It looks like it for a lot of you. Whether this holds true or not, the specific detail about the travel, but I do foresee a lot of movement. You're going back and forth and you're enjoying it. It doesn't have to be the world. It could be interstate or between cities, or something like that. And you're really enjoying it. You're loving it. You're loving that exciting life. And you've got a lot of people helping you in that chapter of your life, and you're feeling very privileged. You're feeling like you're living the world that you love, and you feel like you're financially abundant to help you maintain this lifestyle. But definitely boss energy. You feeling like you can achieve the things that you want. And on your path there's so much, and you're getting so much, which is lovely. Because we did check the Four of Pentacles, you're amassing a lot of money. That keeps coming up. I will say it in the next one and the next one. That's what your cards are saying. It looks up next. You didn't have access before to a new source of wealth, or maybe several sources of wealth. We can see here with the Four of Pentacles, you're unlocking different types of sources of wealth. As we read, maybe you're investing in real estate. Maybe you are, you have your own business, maybe this, maybe that, I don't know, these are just guesses. But I see you playing with money almost. You're so excited, you're driven with the Queen of Wands, and you're, I don't know, there's something about your energy of playing. I'm going to invest in here, I'm going to invest there, I'm going to do this, I'm going to save that, I'm going to put my money here so that that pays that. And you know, there's like the excitement, the feeling the high of the game, specifically financial gain. So all I can tell you is you're going to gain access to different sources of wealth, and you're going to be very happy about it, very excited about it, and feeling very privileged, I must say, about it. This is the throne of the Queen of Cups, by the way, which shows that this is going to affect you in many ways. You're going to feel happy in life. You feel like you're enjoying the experiences in life that you want. And the Queen of Wands is also affecting your energy and how you look with the Queen of Wands. You're feeling confident. You're feeling attractive. And you're feeling happy. And so your energy is changing because of that. Perhaps it's a sense of freedom, right? You're feeling very free. my dear pile number 3. I just thought I should pause because money, 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 it's so funny. And I want to know what's going on here in this pile. So what are you wrapping up? What are you getting into? Because at this point, I feel like I'm being a bit redundant, and I don't think the cards are like, yeah, sometimes redundancy shows synchronicity. I get that, of course. Definitely, like, if you didn't believe it there, you're going to believe it there. Yeah, we're telling you again. If you think this is not going to happen, yes, it is going to happen kind of energy. I get that. But I now want to get into the details, like what is going on in this pile. And I'm sure you want to know too, because here with the Two of Swords, a lot of it you don't know. So should we complete this? And then, because I just noticed something here, I'm like, oh, wait, maybe it's showing us something. So here's the deal. I'm going to finish the redundancy and tell you exactly what I'm seeing in the cards. And then with the second line of further clarification, we will explore in detail now, more details, how this is all happening, right? So, yes, I see you very busy, as I said, traveling, making deals, making things happen. You're using your money wisely. Obviously, your Four of Pentacles is saving, so you're using your money very wisely. You're investing, you're growing it. And here it shows that that's not it. These are not just the two things happening financially. You're really playing here. Page of Swords, something, one of them maybe, or something is going to begin that's going to be the real abundance. Like 10 of Pentacles is generational wealth. While all of that is great, one of them is going to be an explosion of wealth to the point where it's going to start becoming generational wealth. It's in the cards for you. It's destined to happen for you. How is that happening? We can see here in the Devil card, you've got the Latin sentence solve e coagula. And that means that something must dissolve in order for something else to rise. And we're seeing it here, by the way. Now, at least we understand that this whole explosion of wealth is going to begin as you're wrapping up an old chapter where you worked very hard, you put blood, sweat, and tears. Perhaps you've been swayed to go in that direction before, but something was stopping you. But now you get many opportunities to be able to go down that path. So it's becoming clear that something is ending for something else to begin. And what can I tell you? It's like you're seen as a star, you're living the dream, you're living the life, you're living the life you always dreamt of. And again, you can see the Queen of Wands. This is the background of the Queen of Wands. Is very strong in your energy, which shows that you're going to feel powerful, you're going to be very vibrant, very attractive, and strong. You're generally feeling very strong, in control of your life. You feel excited also about life, very passionate, very, very passionate about what you're doing, and you're really enjoying it. How is this happening? Well, I see that you will be taking a bold step, perhaps outside of your comfort zone that you don't see coming at the moment with the Moon card. But this is you. This is not something coming to you. Perhaps it is you creating all of these opportunities for yourself, because the Magician is a skilled person. And I see that Magician dropping the tools that they used to use, which is ending a chapter and going on a new path. Do you see? Because they feel like they can do this. They feel like, I can do this. I'm a manifester. And they're holding the wand of the world figure. They're like, yes, I finished this part of my life. I finished this chapter of my life. I'm now going to embark on this new one. That step is going to be very bold. It's you stepping outside of your comfort zone, but at the same time making a splash, a lot of noise. Everybody knows you've just stepped in. Okay, so we have an idea with your significator card that obviously that last chapter, or the chapter you're in that's wrapping up, has given you so much. I don't know, things like resources, things that you've learned, you've understood how to do things maybe, perhaps initial resources. Now is the time for the real game. Okay. Now we're gonna proceed to creating a row that wraps it all together in an organized manner. Okay, just pushing these up so that we have the space and you can see your cards, the new ones as they show up. So you've got the Strength card, the Lovers card. I think we can actually push them down just a little bit. Anyways, you've got the Judgment card, the Six of Wands, the Hanged Man, stored potential here. You've been sitting on some huge strength and potential that you have not been using. Is this a wake-up call to you realizing that you should use this potential, becoming aware of using that potential? Perhaps this is why you're making such a splash. Something had a strong grip on you, preventing you from doing what you love, because these are the figures of the Lovers. While with the Crown here, you were honored where you are, but it had such a grasp on you. That path is like, hey, let my leg go. I want to go somewhere else, but you couldn't. And it looks like you're choosing to. Okay, you've got the Sun card. And you've got the Empress. So how is this all happening? Interesting pile indeed. Yeah, I think you can see your cards now. Well, almost. Anyways, let me fix this and I'll be back. That's better. I think something, as we were saying, had such a grasp on you, but your desires were growing bigger by the day. And so it was one or the other. Now we understand what was in competition. That grasp, you not being able to leave this situation, being stuck somewhere, it seems almost, by force. Being stuck by force, you're forced to stay there. Yes, honored, it's really a strange energy. Yes, honored, but very much stuck there. It had such a grasp on you. On one hand, that's the energy. On the other hand, a growing desire is growing by the day. So which one was going to win? Because taking your foot out of such a grasp is gonna require a hero. And I see you suddenly waking up next, being awoken by that hush desire that's been creeping in slowly every day until its sound becomes very strong. Get out of there kind of energy. There's an awakening, a wake up call. You judge the situation differently. I almost feel like that's it. I'm not dealing with this anymore. And I see you moving towards calmer waters, towards your success, by the way. After this wake-up call, you start realizing that you've had so much potential that you weren't using. And you think to yourself, you wake up, you think to yourself, I can do something with the emperor here, with all of this potential. I can use all of this potential. So let's say this is your job, for example, and it has such a huge grasp on you. You're like, but I've learned so much, but I am the one that makes this, and this happen for the company. I've made these connections myself. I've done this, I've done that. I can do it by myself. That's just an example. And it doesn't have to even be about work at all. Who knows? But I think so, with all of the money here. So you suddenly realize that in store was some form of energy, a strong type of currency that you were not using to your favor. Maybe these are like thousands of clients waiting for you to do a service or a product so that they can finally have it, for example. Waiting for you to write your book, waiting for you to do your own thing with your own rules. They would all be loving to work with you. Of course, everything done ethically, of course. So yeah, it looks like the reason, first of all, you're awakening to the fact that you should move towards, you're choosing to move towards your desires now, because they're awakening, they're loud, and you're like, that's where I'm going. And as you focus on this direction and you start taking action towards it, you start making that bold move, you realize you've got so much potential that you have not been using. It's almost like you get to unlock and realize what this potential is when you start looking and choosing to look in a different direction. And it is your desires that are making this wake-up call. And it is because that shift that you're making, that you're falling head deep, knee deep, head deep, into abundance, almost plunging into it, living amongst it like it's your land. It was always your element and it was always yours. So that's in detail what's happening here. And I can see that you're diversifying your efforts as you get into this new chapter. You're diversifying your efforts, your investments, and product services maybe. One of them hits big. It's gonna be your bingo. And it looks like this bingo is specifically coming from that stored energy that you didn't unlock yet and don't know yet that you have that. You're not using it. You're not playing with it. And once you realize that, you're going to go, my God, I can create an empire with it. And you will. You will be creating an empire with it, and you will be plunging and swimming in abundance and luxury. And my dear pile number 3, this is exactly what I see in your reading here. Just checking before I say anything, that because sometimes I finish and I'm like, I should have said that. I've noticed this. So hold on. If this is such an awesome reading, it would be a shame not to make sure I've said everything. You're the one carving that star life yourself. Maybe there's fame as well. There's the Queen of Wands. You've got a lot of Queen of Wands. How are you taking yourself? Your desires are growing. They're the ones who are going to prompt you out. Yeah, I think that's it. You've realized how the general picture of something works, and it looks like you're going to go, I got this. Now it's time for me to do what matters. Yeah. My dear pile number 3, this is exactly what I see in your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. I love your reading. I wish you the best of luck in your future. And if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 3, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye!